YouTube, it's Marcia. Welcome to our first recipe that I'm going to do for you guys. Today I'm going to do my version of chicken teriyaki stir fry over brown rice. It's very healthy, using no oils to cook with, not many spices, and of course we're going to do the healthy whole grain brown rice versus the traditional white rice. And you just need a few simple ingredients, such as for the chicken, you can do boneless, skinless chicken breast strips, or you can cut it up into chunks. You can buy the actual breast and cut it up. It's however you want to do it, because you can get them already sliced or chunked or, whole. I chose to use the thigh strips. They come already in the bag in the frozen department. They're all natural. No hormones or steroids added to the chicken, and it's already in strips ready to go. So I just trim a little bit of the excess fat off of it, and that's what we're going to use. We're going to use a pound of your favorite stir fry mix. I choose the broccoli stir fry, it's my favorite. And for the brown rice, we're going to do the boil in the bag brown rice. It cooks up in about 11 minutes. I like the boil in the bag versus the traditional brown rice. If you guys have ever cooked it, it takes a very long time to cook, and more times than not it's either going to be gummy, hard, just not tasty. But this is really good, easy to make. And then as far as spices is concerned, we're just going to use black pepper, salt, teriyaki sauce, and I use Pam to do the chicken. I already started to do the chicken. I just pretty much sprayed the pan with the Pam, put the chicken in, saute it for about 8-9 minutes or so. Whenever the chicken is a pale white color and the juices run clear. So you let that saute a while. And after it is done sauteing, almost done, which like right now you can look in there and you see it's almost done. You then take about 2 tablespoons of the teriyaki sauce and you put it in while the chicken is sauteing. I don't measure. I've been cooking so long I can eyeball it. So about 2 tablespoons of teriyaki sauce, and you let it saute for an additional 5 or 6 minutes or so. Once that's done, then I'll be starting to do the vegetables. So far, we have the chicken just about done. So just to recap what we've done so far, I'm going to start with sauteing the chicken in a pan-coated skillet. And once it gets about done, I'd say about 7 to 8 minutes into the sauteing, you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of teriyaki sauce and let that saute for another 3 or 4 minutes. And this is what it's going to look like once you know it's about done. Most other teriyaki sauce will have coated the chicken and have been reduced and evaporated out. That's how you know it's getting about done. So you're going to put that to the side until we get ready for that. And our next step, we're going to start on the vegetables. And pretty much all you need to do for that is whatever pot or pan. If you have a wok, you can use a wok. A large skillet, a regular pot like this, it works all the same. You just use a little bit of water at the bottom of the pan. You can come in here and you can see that I only use enough water to cover the bottom of the pot, because when veggies steam, they create their own water and you don't want a sloppy, watery mess. So I only put just enough to cover the bottom. Okay, so we just have our veggies in there. Again, a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're just going to let that steam a while. stir it occasionally, and when it's, you know, crisp or soft to your liking, then it's pretty much done. Oh, and at this point you can add about another tablespoon to 2 of teriyaki sauce in the vegetables as well as they cook. So once it starts cooking real good, I'll go ahead and I'll add the teriyaki sauce. And now will also be a good time to start boiling your water for your rice. And I've already started doing that, so I'll just put the bags directly in the water. You don't have to add any salt, you know, unless you really wanted to. I find the recipe doesn't call for salt in the water. So you let that boil for about 11 minutes, and I set my timer just to make sure. And let that do its thing. The vegetables is doing its thing. Chicken is done. The meal is almost ready. Okay, so the vegetables are done sauteing with just the water in the beginning, like I said, and add the teriyaki sauce. Let it do its thing, and it starts to look really nice and it's starting to brown. At this point, you will take your chicken and you add it in with the vegetables. Give it a nice stir. Rice is now done. Now, as far as the rice, you just follow the directions on whichever method or type of rice, brown rice that you chose. But for the boil in the bags, you pretty much just turn off the heat, remove it from the heat source, and you're going to grab the bag and let the water drain out of it. And what I do is I set the bags of rice on a plate lined with paper towel to drain as much water as possible, because you don't want watery rice. You pretty much just give it a little shake. Sit on the plate. Do the same with the other one. And with the boil in the bag rice, once you get ready to serve your rice, you just pretty much cut open the bags, pour it in a serving dish, and you can add butter or margarine to the rice, or you don't have to add anything. It's up to you. There. And we just let that pretty much drain on there. And pretty much that's it. The meal is complete. It just takes a few minutes to prepare, a few minutes to do a little cooking, and that's it. To serve this, like I said, once you drain your rice and everything, you cut it open in a bowl. And I'm not going to do that just yet because I'm not going to eat dinner just yet, but I wanted to get this video out the way. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut open the bag, put it in a bowl. I'll take my vegetables and chicken, and I'll serve it on top of the rice, and it tastes good. And the reason I like this meal is because I pretty much did my own thing with the recipe, because I am on a trying to eat better diet, I guess you could say, and I cut out a lot of the oil and butter that I like to eat, you know, cook with. So I just said, well, let me try this without any oils and see if it made a big difference. And I can't tell, you know, the difference, besides the fact that my food is not greasy, because I really hate that too. And I don't have to feel bad about how much I eat of it. Brown rice is excellent. The whole grain keeps you full, helps a lot of the food we eat not turn into sugar as fast, so you don't gain weight as fast. And it keeps, like I said, it keeps you satisfied and full. The stir fry itself has no oil in it. I just use a little bit of Pam in the chicken, and just a little salt and pepper. There you have vegetables, you have chicken that's lean, and you can pretty much enjoy a nice dish without all the guilt. So this is my take on a good dish. Hope you guys like it. I enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys later for the next recipe.